It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, tonight's no different. Tonight we are here to recap The Family Chantel Season 2, Episode 4. It's just getting better and better, honestly. But before I jump into that, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, hit that notification bell because that's the way you can keep up with everything that we're doing. Guys, you guys are like a family to me. Actually, the community kind of named itself. You guys are my angels, Adam's angels, and I'm all here for it. But with that being said, I love you guys, and let's jump right in. So we pick up where we left off with Alejandro sitting across from Chantel and Pedro. Alejandro comes clean and says, hey, listen, the reason that I am in the United States is because I'm married. I'm still married, and your sister knows. Pedro's shocked, Chantel's shocked, but Chantel's kind of not shocked because she thinks that Alejandro and Nicole are both technically bad. I'm sure that probably offends Pedro, but I don't think Chantel cares. Alejandro says that his wife knows, Nicole knows, and everybody's okay with it, and he's getting it sorted out. But what Pedro says is, once my mom finds out, she is not going to be happy. And guys, we've seen Lydia. We know how this works. She's going to freak, especially because we already saw the trailer for the upcoming episode where she's throwing his stuff. But Alejandro said he's going to be patient, and he's going to wait for her approval, and apparently he's going to the DR to go visit Nicole. I think we already know how this goes. Anyways, moving on. So Chantel has a conversation with Karen, tells her all about Nicole, and Karen's not surprised. Karen just wants to kind of move on to a different conversation. So she wants to know, hey Chantel, have you reached out to your sister? Obviously, Chantel and Winter, they got into a big altercation when she called her not just the B word, but a dumb ASS B word. Just to clarify, because that's exactly what she did. And Karen's kind of wanting to facilitate the conversation that brings them back together as sisters. Now, I don't know if you guys get the same vibe, but she definitely acts as that kind of like matriarch of a reality show, almost like a Kris Jenner who's trying to piece together the different storylines to make sure that her family still continues to film the show, right? Karen is definitely taking everything into her hands, and she's gonna make sure her family gets their money. Now let's go back to the DR. So Nicole sits down with her friend Karma, and we know that the reaction is going to be incredible, right? Nicole tells her while she gets this thing in her mouth and they're at the dentist that Alejandro's married. She literally can't get out of the chair fast enough. She rips the thing out of her mouth and she's like, what? You know that no mother would be happy with hearing that their daughter is dating a married man. That's just not even acceptable, And she goes on to let us know that Lydia is kind of bat shit crazy and that she's gonna freak out, and I think that's what we're all excited for. That's gonna be what the ratings are all about. And Nicole's like, no, it's okay, he's gonna come visit the DR, it's gonna be perfect, we're in love, can't wait. Okay guys, we have to have a little bit more drama in here because that's all the Family Chantel is. Karen gets her wish and Chantel ends up going to meet up with Winter. Now, did this necessarily go so great? No. When they meet up in this dark parking, like why could they not have, by the way, met up somewhere better than this? Some dark parking lot, so sketchy, I don't know. Anyways, when they meet up and she goes, you called me the B word, Winter's like, no, just to elaborate, I called you a dumb ASS B word. And that's not how you resolve anything. Just like that, they're back into a fight because Chantel thinks that Winter's previous boyfriend, whatever, has changed her so much. But for Winter, she feels like you're not even saying anything. You're not even speaking factual information. You're just continuously insulting me and everybody else. So from there, Chantel goes on to kind of express, like, we're sisters. I love you. I want to be there for you. I don't want you to feel the way that you feel. And Winter kind of feels like a doormat. She's felt like this ever since they were kids, Again, going back to the previous episodes, Winter explains that she battles with her weight, and her and Chantel have always had the same activities. They've eaten the same, they've done the same things, but they just have two totally different bodies. Now for Winter, she thinks that Chantel wants her to be kind of a carbon copy of her. But for Chantel, she's like, that's not what I'm asking. I just want you to be healthy, and I just want my sister to be healthy and happy. I don't think that's how Winter feels, though. I don't think that Winter really feels that is the core of why Chantel wants her to lose the weight. And that, honestly, to me, I think that's the real problem. But after a little bit of back and forth, going back, kind of like a little tennis match, they finally just work it out, which was nice because that's what we want to see sisters do. So enough about Chantel and Winter. Let's move on to dress shopping with Anjanette. Anjanette. So Karen and Chantel go dress shopping with Anjanette, and they show up first. Obviously, they talk about what happened with Winter, and we just discussed that, so we don't have to go there. But let's talk about Royal and Anjanette, because this is just a royal wreck, maybe? Can I say that? I don't know. I feel like that. Anjanette's tracking Royal's phone. Royal doesn't trust Anjanette. It's a lot of back and forth, and Royal, even to the point, picked Anjanette up at the club because he doesn't feel like a wife or a woman who is married should be acting like this. So there's obviously a little bit of a control factor, not a little bit, there's a control factor, a control element here, and I say we get to the bottom of it. While Karen and Chantel are talking as Anjanette is trying on dresses, Chantel tells Karen that Pedro questions Royal and Anjanette's whole situation. But technically, Karen thinks that it's not Pedro's place to question anything. She thinks that Anjanette's been completely transparent. Pedro was the one who originally came in line with Chantel, and they need to focus on their own situation, not focus on Anjanette's. That's how they feel. Well, at least that's how Karen feels. That's not how Chantel feels, though. When they start questioning Anjanette, Anjanette says that she's never talked to another American man, which I'm pretty sure is a lie, because this is what happened. When they're talking to Anjanette about the trust thing, she just breaks down. She obviously can't keep it together because there's something to hide. This is a lot of pressure. The family Chantel, it's a lot. So if they're, like down your throats and trying to get some information, they're gonna get it. They're not gonna let the mouse go. They're gonna go full-fledged, and it's gonna be a big thing. I don't necessarily think Anjanette was prepared for this, but Chantel got what she was looking for. When the producers pull Anjanette aside and they ask her, do you guys have trust? Does Royal trust you? She's like, and just bust out into tears. And I'm telling you, somebody who has trust and love in their relationship, you don't tear up like that. Anjanette gets super nervous, and she reveals to the producer that she might have made a boo-boo before she came to America and hooked up with somebody else, or whatever happened. And that's kind of where we left it off. And I think they think that Royal technically thinks that Anjanette wasn't faithful before she arrived too. So this is just going to be a big cluster F, and I can't wait to watch. I hope you guys are watching with me. And if you guys didn't already know this, tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Family Chantel live. I'm going to do a live recap for all of you callers, and I'm going to be doing it with Fem Tarot. So Fem Tarot is going to be doing lightning tarot readings for all of you guys who decide to call in. It's going to be a lot of fun. Just check it out. It's going to be at 11:30 PST and 2:30 EST. It's technically the same time. They're not two separate times, but I just have to say it for both coasts, And guys, if you haven't already, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Love you, except for you, Jolene. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.